One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Dick's Stadium in Kent, Ohio, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, a group with a lot to prove here today. Squaring off with another team from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking left. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads it left. And he's got a touchdown. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Golden Flashes offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Third down play from the gun. Got it in the middle, it's Banks. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. And some room to work. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Creates a little room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Golden Flashes can really attack on this second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Banks. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the move, it's Hicks. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give on the counter. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Complete to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Right on the money. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Now from inside the red zone. Here's the pressure. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Right down the middle. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon, 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. The Golden Flashes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Golden Flashes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Just keeps slinging it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Rushes on him. Flips it out on the screen. Running to Green. Oh, there's an alley on the left. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. This time it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the run, it's Harris. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gets the back moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Martin. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dick's Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give on the inside. Nice move there. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hand, it's Hicks. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hicks. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Banks. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Wants to throw on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Harris. Behind the chains now on second and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Wants to keep it in the air. Got a man, it's Martin. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, the long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a miss there as they can't make the connection. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And it's in for a touchdown. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And
oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the golden flashes after exploding for that huge run back to work. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davenport.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The give from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Bringing the heat. A strike downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And they got the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.